So, John broke up with me.
Ew. Right now? Because you got fired?
I'm sure you'll find something else. You're a great gal.
But I made a plan.
You should have a baby.
I'm going to start a film festival. Film is the pathway to the human condition. I hadn't been to a movie in years. John never wanted to go, and I was working 80 hours a week. I have a life back, and I need to make it meaningful. I have marketing experience. I understand business. I think it's my calling. I've always wanted to be an artist, a mover, a shaker. The indie film scene is alive.
Where did you hear that?
I went to film school. All my classmates have been making films while I got a job at a pharmaceutical company. My path went off course. John never supported my artistic dreams. He just wanted to trim the lawn and go to Let Us Entertain You restaurants. I'm gonna need you guys to volunteer, though.
How are you even gonna get filmmakers to find out about a film festival in the far northern suburbs of Chicago anyway?
There are these sites called Filmbox and Without a Fest that do all the work for you. And filmmakers pay like $60 just to submit.
Why?
Just believe in it. Believe in me. Believe in the transformative power of supporting art. The corporate world is greed and corruption. The art world is love and Moulin Rouge and pure happiness. Okay, remember when you saw your first film? No one ever forgets that. That's what film festivals are like. That's what living in the film world is like. No one ever forgets a great indie film or the time that your friend wanted to write something with you and then someone wanted to make it. The time is now to do my part. The business work is finished and I support the arts. I'll get rewards. I'll get reviews. It's Hollywood in Schaumburg all over the news. The corporate greed is going down. The festival's en route to town. You cannot wade into the world. You have to dive. Indie film is alive. 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 I'll have no fear. Risk paying rent. I'll get some grants. I don't need the top 1%. Films make me laugh. Films make me cry. I don't know what I'm doing, but I have to try. With crowdfunding and distribution, we can help create solutions. America's the greatest when its artists thrive. Indie film is alive. 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 You got my text, right?
Yes, I'm making a list of caterers for the awards ceremony, and I'm emailing the city to get the film festival listed on the Art in the City website.
And the one about seeing if Virgin Airlines still shows independent films on their flights?
Yes, as I said, it's on the list.
Good. What about the one I sent just before about the guy who contacted me about partnering with his glassblowing fair?
Right. Yes, I told you I'm researching it.
I just like to double confirm everything. I really need to get this name thing locked down.
I am with you.
So you got my text about researching the names of other festivals?
Yeah.
Very important to our image, branding, and mission.
Fully agree. I'm here to help.
Okay. Here we go. Northern Illinois International Film Festival.
I'm sorry that's taken.
Really? Where?
Skokie, it's in its 7th year.
Never heard of it. Okay. Chicagoland Independent Film Festival.
It's in its 2nd year at Chicago State University.
Very interesting. Good thing I made a list.
Yes, I have it right here.
Chicago Suburbs Film Festival.
10th year.
Damn it. Illinois Films and Art Festival.
That is run by the Museum of Contemporary Art.
Chicagoland Cinefest.
That one is a division of the Chicago Indie Film, TV, Web, and VR Festival.
What are some names of other Chicago area fests for reference?
Okay, well, there's all the ones you've mentioned, and then there's the long-time bigger players. And then there's Windy City Cinefest, Cinepalooza, Cinerama Film Fair and Fest.
All in Chicago?
Yes, and Sin City Cinerama and Video Fest.
Sin City Fest is in Chicago and not Vegas?
No, not in Chicago, sorry. My bad. It's in Sinclair, Wyoming.
Wow, quite a lot of festivals. Others in Chicago?
There's the I-94 Film and Travel Documentary Fest, the Northwest Chicagoland Suburbs Film Festival,
Crap, that was my fifth choice.
Windy City Indie Explosion, Third Coast Films and Hog Roast, Big Shoulders to Cry on Movie of the Week Fest, Sundance Christian and Inspirational Film Revival, South by Midwest, In the Can Before Can Fest,
Film festival market is pretty crowded right now.
Chirac Film Attack, O'Hare Airport and Convention Center Film Expo, Chi-Town Music and Film Hoedown Throwdown, Scumberg Underground Film and Anarchy Fest, Pizza Film Festival.
Deep dish, I hope.
No,
Pizza in the films?
it's sponsored by Domino's. The Chicago Sports and Recreation Film and Fitness Fest, Vote Early, Vote Often Social Justice Film Festival.
This is overwhelming.
I haven't even talked about the Southern California film festivals. There's the Hollywood Adjacent Film Festival, super niche specific with very broad genre fest, the Oscars Film Festival founded by Oscar Rodriguez of Cagney and Lacey fame, the Box Office Bomb Film and Financing Festival, Get Your Laurels LA Film Showcase, the North and North Hollywood Film Festival, which is located in Mid-City, and the North of Hollywood Fruit and Film Fest.
Let me guess, in Fresno?
No, but you're catching on. It's in Apple Valley.
Okay. Okay. Not my first choice, but Schaumburg Festival of Independent Film and TV.
I think we have one.
I guess I'll just have to go with a snappy acronym to stand out. Schaumburg Festival of Independent Film and TV.
Shifty.
I couldn't find you. He's in here! Shh. Finally I get a break.
Yep.
I'm so tired. I haven't eaten all day. I didn't think to bring anything. At Northwestern, we had a 24-hour Starbucks, but here at Schaumburg Community College, they don't even have a cafeteria. Oh, don't worry about it. You can eat. Don't worry about it. It's fine.
Do you want my apple?
Really? Yeah. That's so nice of you. Thank you. That really hits the spot. Wait, how much time do I have?
12 minutes.
You know, next year I think I'm just gonna have volunteers do the Q&A sessions because it is exhausting running back and forth between the theaters. Oh, and one of the filmmakers said that their footage looked grainy. Why would something look grainy?
Which one?
Being a bodyguard on the Bodyguard my time protecting Kevin Costner.
Oh, okay. That footage is from 1992.
No, there's a filmmaker in Theater 3, and she said her film's done in 9 minutes, and she wants to talk to you.
I'm aware, thank you.
It's not a lot of time.
You think?
You know, bread metabolizes into sugar and makes you super tired. That's why I'm gluten-free. Celiac runs in my family, but I just do it because I don't want to develop candida. Oh, I know. Ooh, I had it once between my toes. Man, that is yeasty.
Hi there.
Jesus Christ!
Sorry to bother you. Oh, were you just... Is this about time?
Yeah, I will be out in 1 minute.
I just wanted to check my film before it screens, and we only have 3 minutes.
Yeah, I'm aware of the time.
Wow, what a great round of shorts. Let's give another round of applause to our filmmakers and invite them up here for our question and answer session. Great. Welcome and thank you both for coming here. Why don't you just introduce yourselves and the role you had on each film?
What kind of camera do you all use?
Great question. They're actually going to introduce themselves
Because
first.
I use a red on all of my films. It's an expensive camera, but it makes everything look really good.
Okay.
Well, I'm the producer of Short Change, and we actually shot our entire movie on an iPhone. And you know,
Oh, well, I wouldn't do that. I I heard that is not a good idea. So, you know, I went to film school, and we learned that writing funny jokes is part of being funny, so why don't you guys come up with your jokes?
oh, dude, there are no jokes in my movie, per se. Maybe you.
Hi, I am Joey, and I wrote Fancy That. Thank you. Our process was more focused on the story. We improvised the concept.
Oh, I did improv once. That was a shit show. I don't know how people do that. You know, I've tried to throw in some jokes and people just didn't get it. I think improv is more for actors. And as writers, we just have to write the jokes for them to tell them. And I also went to an improv class in New York because I was there for another film festival because I had a pass from a friend and he had an extra couch for me to sleep on. And I hated the class because there were all these actor types who just didn't get it. And I don't work with those people. I just cast off of Craigslist.
I would like to open it up to anybody else in the audience. Anybody? Nobody else? Great. Well, I have a question. What inspired you guys to write your films? Anyone can answer.
Well, for me, we had been working in Guatemala for a year and a half, and we had the pleasure, you saw, meeting the angel, Elise, and my filmmaker partner would spend the time and teach her English. She would teach us Spanish, and we would share. Oh my God! Sorry.
Hi, I'm Greg, and I was a humble audience member. I was sitting in the back over there.
I'm sorry you can't come up here.
And I'm not going to take up too much time, but I thought you'd be interested to know that I'm also a filmmaker. I mean, I don't have a film in this film festival, but my roommate and I are working on our first short film about pythons, and it's going to be on YouTube, and we are seeking investors for it. And I'd just like to say thank you to all the filmmakers. Thank you very much for doing film, because filmmaking is hard. You know, when I first started in this industry, it was the 90s, and I was living in New Mexico, and I started a fringe group called the Torrential Renegade, and we did a lot of abstract pop-up art, and we protested during the construction of a local Walmart. And eventually it did get built, and well, you know, at that time there was just no point in objecting to it anymore, but I had a VHS camera, And I decided to start doing interviews with people about it, and I often have to think about my vision. And then I try to compare them with my greatest inspirations. You live and you learn in filmmaking. My second wife, she just left for Hollywood to become a bubble enthusiast for bubble shows for kids. Well, this has been great, you know. I've never been to a finer film festival. I must say I was hoping for more corned beef, but, you know. So thanks for having me, and I really enjoyed this.